Hmm. Exactly 30 seconds. Yes. So we got a lot of people here today. We got 85 folks that have all come in. Almost all of you are on mute, so it's deathly quiet. And it's actually kind of odd it's so quiet. But to have 85 people on in a Zoom presentation is pretty spectacular. We are, let's see what time it is. We are going to be starting up in just a moment. We're just going to let the last few people come on. I know that we have a bunch of students, we have a bunch of alums, staff, and people that volunteered their time and energy to help our students, and that's absolutely wonderful. So we'll give everyone one more minute and then we'll go ahead and get started. Well, I guess it's time to go ahead and get started. Again, there's a lot of folks on here. Wanted to welcome everyone this evening to the Spring 2020 Tiger Tank Finals. It's as I mentioned before, it's so nice to see so many people here in this new forum. This is an all Zoom version. We've never done this before. This is our first effort. We've tried it with the Accelerator program. But this has more people and it's going to be done in a different format. I'd like to thank everyone. We'll do formal thanks at the end, but I wanted to thank all of the Simone Center staff, all our judges. We had a huge number of wonderful judges that came in, and thank all the students that presented videos to this. My name is Richard DiMartino. I'm the director of the Simone Center, a faculty member in the Saunders College of Business, and I hold the Al Simone Chair in Innovation and Entrepreneurship at RIT. Wanted to tell you a little bit about the sponsoring organization of this event, the Simone Center, before we go on. The Simone Center is RIT's Innovation and Entrepreneurship Center, focusing on experiential and multidisciplinary education, with the idea that it's better when you're learning to create value to do than to read about it. We do both. We read, but we also go out and take real applied projects, and we help people become value creators and entrepreneurs with that. There are 4 primary activities that we do. Central programs. One is the early stage incubator program, which I hope many people in the Tiger Tank that applied to it will come into, which allows you to get course credit if you wish to, advancing an idea with a coach and a mentor. The next is the Student Accelerator, which is a full-time initiative. And we actually, if you're interested in that, we have Anthony Testa who runs that activity. And that is a program where you work full-time for a semester and you develop your idea with all of the resources of RIT behind you, including support for customer discovery, support for making. We give people typically living expenses or a small stipend to do this. We do an idea lab, which basically works with industry to take vexing problems and to have teams of students come to solutions. And then those solutions can also be made into businesses. And we also have just a portfolio of speaker series, contests like this, and all sorts of other seminars, activities to help people with the smaller things. And supporting those, we have four networks. We have a coach mentor network. If you're a student and you're looking for a coach mentor, Dana Walcott, who is on the line, he's the head of that network, and he helps you. We have a faculty innovation council network that are people within RIT that can show you the resources that are available at the university. We have the Construct, which is a makerspace, which has some pretty tremendous volume. About 2,000 RIT students use it per year. And we also have facilitated space, co-work space. So having said that, I wanted to go ahead and just move on to discussing about what we're offering today and the activities. This is the online version of the Tiger Tank Finals. We had an amazing 60 people that actually saw this and actually made videos to apply. We had 2 rounds with the semifinals and the finals. You're going to be seeing just one after the other, the short pitches that we have that are going to be with the Tiger Tanks. We had 51 judges that worked on both the semifinals and the finals. Again, this was a pretty amazing activity for us. And what you're going to see today are the best of the best. I want to thank all of you for coming in. And I'm going to, unless anyone raises their hand and has anything fundamentally different to say or wants to share something, I'm going to ask Evan Fouché to go ahead and roll them and begin the pitches. Now we have that pause right before the video comes where everyone's wondering, where they can't talk and they're just staring at me or the fellow person. There we go, great.
Any place, anywhere, anytime, all around. The new and improved surround sound system. The top two portable speakers allow you to literally place your sounds anywhere using smart connector and Bluetooth technology. With the 360 speaker design, surround sound just got better. I'm sure you're asking, smart connectors, hardware safe magnets? I will reply with you with a simple yes. Smart connectors are touch applicable plugins or ports that allow for data transfer and power transfer at the same time, but allowing for a more seamless experience. Otherwise perfect for the all-around speakers portability by allowing the portable speakers to connect to each other by a simple touch and snap. Not to mention, most Class 1 devices have a Bluetooth connectivity range of up to 328 feet. With the correct amount of power input, you can have your sound spanning across your entire house. Or have your sounds connect from floor to floor. Or bring your sounds outside. The all-around speaker stands at a staggering 5 feet tall, which is easy for every average man or woman to use with ease. Not to mention, it's tall enough for my mom to make sure she can get her tunes for cleaning at any time she needs. The speaker that uses already familiar technology in a new, innovative way, reshaping what's already on the commercial market. You understand the hardware, and now you also know the story. So that begs the question of, where will you let your sounds take you? Just try and make it all around.
My name is Jeffrin Palsatia, and the title of my project is Exotic Containers for Growing Plants. As mentioned in the title, I want to build an exotic container for crop cultivation. The physical traits of the material indicate that it is better suited for plant growth. The target market for my product is vertical farming industries and not domestic households, the reason behind which is mentioned in the next slide. In my opinion, vertical farming will be inevitable in the coming years. The 4 benefits of vertical farming mentioned in the slide makes it more effective than horizontal farming practices. To provide a cost perspective, a case study analyzing the startup and operation costs for a vertical farm with an area of 3,072 square feet puts the cost of planting containers to be $558 annually. The main takeaway from this is that the material in question will be 10 times more expensive, which would make it unreasonable for use in households but not for vertical farms. Challenge in the implementation of my product is to get more people to adopt vertical farming. The opponents have 3 main concerns. The first one can be addressed through the use of solar panels. The second one can be solved by increased fracture resistance that exotics provide. And third one, while true, it has the potential to increase profits as the crop type limitation is reduced, thereby enabling a quicker ROI.
I would like to ask if you know where the closest fire extinguisher is to you right now. How about in an office, a store, or even your own home? Many of us don't know this because we tend to edit it out of our minds in our daily lives. And on top of this, how many of us have actually used one? In the panic caused by a fire, we don't have time to answer these questions. I found myself in that situation, and even though it was right by the front door, no one in the apartment knew where the fire extinguisher was, or how to use it. Beacon can change all of this. It is a small device that easily attaches to any fire extinguisher that will assist in monitoring of fill lines and expiration dates to make sure it is prepared if the day comes you may need it. And in that situation, it will discover the fire through a connected system using smoke detector frequencies. It will alert you to the presence of the closest extinguisher through light and sound indication, and when sensing movement, will instruct you on the proper use of the fire extinguisher. The National Association for Fire Protection lists codes which require 1 fire extinguisher per floor, if not more, for all buildings not considered family homes. And the National Association for Fire Equipment Distributors lists a likelihood of 10% user error or 20% unprepared extinguisher in the event of a non-extinguished fire. Beacon can lower operation and training times as well as liability in large buildings, but ultimately will make us more safe and secure in our daily lives. Thank you.
There is not a single shoe on the market that is made to fit your feet. The only measurement that is supposed to matter is foot length, while feet actually vary immensely in width, thickness, toe lengths, and ankle girth. Additionally, the majority of modern shoes have tapered toe boxes, heel elevation, toe spring, inflexible soles, and excessive cushioning and arch support, which combine to immobilize the toes, collapse the arch, shorten the Achilles tendon and calf muscle, stiffen the foot, and cause a multitude of injuries, including runner's knee, shin splints, plantar fasciitis, and various toe deformities. The idea of the Boso shoe is a shoe that actively adjusts to your feet as they move. The Boso shoe will allow the toes to grasp as they were naturally made to, and all the joints in the foot to move in harmony with the shoe. The shoe will allow users to regain strength and flexibility in the foot, restoring balance and coordination. We deserve shoes that fit our feet, not shoes that our feet are forced to fit.
Is a 2D animated short about a girl struggling to get the last few tapioca pearls from her drink. The story is inspired by my favorite drink, bubble tea. I am from Taiwan and the drink originates from Taiwan too. I grew up drinking bubble tea. It is in my blood. The conflict between the girl loudly chewing bubbles and the quiet afternoon class would build an exciting tension. After finishing the film, I will send proposals to bubble tea shops in Rochester and Taiwan. If the shops are willing to collaborate with me, I can draw their logos on the cup in the animation, and they can display it in store as an advertisement for customers to watch while they are waiting for their orders. I will also create a set of Line stickers to promote the film. Line is a popular social media application widely used in Asia where people can purchase stickers made by other users. By creating stickers to sell on a well-known app, I intend to draw more attention to my work and gain some experience in marketing and distribution.
My name is Jenna Golden, and today I would like to tell you about Campus Closet, a more convenient, eco-conscious, and budget-friendly way for college women to shop. With the plethora of events on college campuses, students on a budget quickly resort to the traditional means of online shopping without knowing what could be available to them right on campus. This is unnecessarily costly and wasteful. Each year, 26 billion pounds of clothing ends up in the landfills, but it doesn't have to. Young women are caught between wanting to do good for the environment and obtaining a diverse closet without breaking the bank. Campus Closet will minimize the need to compromise those priorities. It's time to save money and our planet by digitizing our own closets. Campus Closet is a clothing rental platform designed specifically for women on college campuses. Students are able to post clothing listings or inquiries on the community feed, connecting them to other students who have what they need quickly for last-minute looks while eliminating the complexity, time, and cost of shipping. Campus Closet is the ideal solution for students who love fashion and want a more diverse closet, and for students who don't have the budget to purchase new apparel at full price they may only wear once. Why buy when you can rent? My generation has the power to significantly reduce our environmental footprint, and now we can do it by saving money and having more apparel than ever before. Campus Closet will transform the lives of students with the ease, sustainability, economic value, and most importantly,
of a blouse in the United States uses 2,700 liters of clean water and adds 7 pounds of carbon dioxide to the atmosphere during production. It is used by the owner only 15 times before it joins its siblings in 15 million tons of waste couture just to set the country back by $50 million to send the entire family to the incinerators. Now you can do the math for the rest 320 million people.
Now imagine giving it new purpose so it continues to add value to the economy and beyond. At Sella, we combine sustainable thinking with fashion-forward designs to move beyond the mere reduce and recycle paradigm that our competitors use to justify the oversimplification of the problem.
With our superior environment-friendly materials combined with practices of upcycling and continuous repurposing, our aim is not only to cut pre-consumer deadstock material, but also to reduce 80 billion tons of post-consumer landfill waste.
Our USP lies in our ability to produce compelling fashion trends using 100% circular ethic. Our aim is to grow this niche market by educating our consumers using omnichannel medium to create a shift to sustainable demand. Our values are centered around one word, meliorism.
And now, fashion takes action with Sella.
Due to the coronavirus, people all over the world are stuck at home. Many have had their travel plans cut short or even canceled. Airlines are suffering and most of the world is grounded. In 6 to 60 months, when the world returns to normal, countries and airlines will incentivize travel as much as possible to restore lost income from the tourism industry. With cheaper flights and other deals, planes will be packed with vacationers eager to end their quarantine with a relaxing trip. A comfy pillow is essential for these trips, and generic airplane provided ones just don't do the trick. They can even make a 5 to 15 hour ride unbearable. Comfy pillows is the solution. Right at the airport, we can make your own custom travel pillow in minutes that can fit the size, shape, and position of your head based on your travel preferences. We can even take into account the position on the plane you're sitting, whether you like to lean against the window or the person sitting next to you. If you don't want to lug it around with you after the flight, you can always return your pillow at any of our airport kiosks and get half of your money back. At our kiosks, we will be able to clean, reform, and repurpose pillows for future use. Insides can be remolded, and covers will be recycled so they don't spread corona or other bad stuff. Rest your head on something comfy. Rent our comfy pillows next year. Thank you.
Hi, Tiger Tank. My name is Shapis Richa. Now, as we know, this pandemic is absolutely wreaking havoc on local businesses. Some people estimate that in New York City, over 50% of restaurants might have to close after this. Now, this is a terrible thing, and we really want to see if we could do something about it. So we built an online platform called Community Bonds. Community Bonds is a place where businesses can manage and sell bonds. Now, bonds are essentially discounted services that can be redeemed at a later date. An example would be I buy a $75 bond to my favorite restaurant. That restaurant gets $75 cash right now, and when they reopen, I can redeem my bond for a premium for, let's say, $100. Now, this gives me, the consumer, an incentive to purchase the bond, and it gives restaurants the cash they need now. We wanted to build this platform because not all restaurants and businesses, like freelancers, my own mom is a barber, they don't have access to these kind of websites and these kind of services. So we wanted to make it really easy. You can post and sell a bond and get paid within minutes. It got really great response, and personally, I think that if we really can help one business owner sleep just a little better at night because they're able to cover one waiters or waitress's payroll, we think we made a positive impact. Now, I really hope that you guys choose us so we can continue to pay for the server costs and really help Community Bonds grow. All right, thank you guys.
Hello. As you've probably heard, washing your hands is one of the best ways to mitigate the spread of the coronavirus. It is especially important for people who work with vulnerable populations, such as healthcare professionals working in nursing homes and hospitals, to wash their hands regularly to help protect these high-risk individuals. This is true regardless of whether there's a global pandemic. I am manufacturing a device that will incentivize workers to adhere to hand-washing policies established by their institutions by not only tracking how often they wash their hands, but also at what time throughout the day. Using RFID technology, coupled with existing motion sensing sensors, a digital catalog will be compiled to ensure these workers are washing their hands as often as recommended. Knowing people from all spectrums of the caretaker realm, I know there is a dire need for accountability of cleanliness. With your support, I look forward to creating the next great invention from RIT and continuing the tradition of Tiger excellence.
Hello, my name is Carson Collier. Along with my team, Peter Bacinas, Zach Mecca, and Bennett Duncan, we would like to introduce Feed Me. Now, with all the dangers surrounding the COVID-19, many consumers are trying to limit their trips to the store while also being able to order food from their favorite restaurants. And with the rapid growth of online food delivery services, many consumers have been able to order their favorite foods to their homes. But with many options such as DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber Eats, it's very difficult to find the cheapest price, the best ratings, and the fastest delivery times. Feed Me is the answer to all these problems. Feed Me is a price comparison app that compiles information from all the best food delivery services, such as price, ratings, delivery times, and delivery fees, so that the user can make the most informed decision on which delivery service is the best. We believe Feed Me will have the most success in the 18 to 24-year-old age group. We want to target this market because we believe that they already have the most familiarity with online food delivery services, while also we get a healthy mix of students just exiting college and entering into the workforce, while also having current college students who are getting summer jobs and have more disposable income to spend. Now, it can be hard to stand out in a crowd of apps. However, other companies that provide price comparison services, such as Trivago, have had success on the market. We believe Feed Me can have the same success being the one-stop shop for all the consumers' online food delivery service needs. Thank you.
Online dating has rapidly changed the ways we meet new people. Roughly half of young Americans ages 18 to 29 use an online dating service when meeting a new partner. And right now, this is the only way that we should be dating. Unfortunately, across the most popular platforms, 90% of matches fail to get past the first couple of words. This is because it's hard to strike up a conversation with a total stranger online going by nothing more than a photo and maybe a couple of lines in their bio. Most people just end up saying, "Sup." But current dating apps fail to facilitate meaningful conversation. This is where game night comes in. You see, game night allows users to invite their new match to play either a competitive or cooperative minigame. These are simple games that take only 2 to 3 minutes, so you don't need to be an avid gamer. But to succeed, players will need to communicate. This helps users get past the awkward first couple of words, and it will spur a conversation that lasts long after the game ends. Game night is about building those first experiences with the person because that is so important. See, playing games with your new match allows users to build trust, poke fun at each other, and share laughs together. So while other dating apps might get you lots of matches, game night is going to build first experiences that last.
There are few things more frustrating than waking up after a night's sleep in the middle of winter to see your driveway covered in snow. This led me to develop the idea of Go Snow, an on-demand snow removal service at the tip of your fingertips. I wanted current snow removal services to be easier and run a bit more efficiently. I've simplified the process of snow removal through a smartphone application by the name of Go Snow. This application connects snowplow drivers with those in need of a snow removal service. It allows customers to order a snow removal service at their own desire with the single click of a button. On this app layout that I created, that you have the ability to order a plow now or schedule a plow for a time in advance. The small blue squares indicate snowplows that are currently in the area. All payment methods are virtual. Pertaining to revenues, Go Snow will collect 20% of each sale. The credit card company used for the virtual payments will receive 3% of the sale, and the remaining 77% of the sale will be credited to the snowplow driver. GoSnow's future is bright. We plan on launching the business in October of 2021, starting in Monroe County and eventually expanding in 3 to 5 years. The estimated size of the snow removal market in Monroe County is currently $20 million annually and is expected to grow 3.8% each year over the next 5 years. This statistical data, as well as our business idea, builds a strong foundation as to why our snow removal service would prosper in the current market. So we do not want you stressing about the next big storm coming. Let us take on that responsibility. GoSnow is prepared to take on Mother Nature as we are a snow removal service, more reliable and convenient.
Hello, I'm Lucas.
I'm Matt.
And we'd like to introduce you to Handoff.
Handoff is a revolutionary application with little to no competitors that allows users to generate passive income from the items they already own.
Handoff also allows users to be able to rent things cheaply from their neighbors. Handoff gives our users a platform to sell and rent things that they're no longer using. Anything from instruments to textbooks to power tools can all be handed off.
Let me introduce you to Bill. He's a college student who needs to buy an expensive textbook this upcoming semester at RIT.
Now let me introduce you to Jeff, who took the same class as Bill last semester and is now left with this useless textbook.
Good thing Jeff and Bill both knew about Handoff because Jeff was easily able to upload his textbook to our virtual store where Bill was easily able to find it. This works out for both Jeff and Bill because now Bill gets to save money on a textbook that he would have had to spend a lot of money on, and Jeff now gets to keep making money every semester from a different student at RIT. Previously, this would have been a useless asset for Jeff, but now this asset is going to keep generating his money, and he can only do that with Handoff.
So now there's only one question left to ask. How does Jeff know he's getting his textbook back? Well, with Handoff, it's easy. Handoff offers personalized contracts to both the renter and the rentee, a user-powered review system, as well as a security deposit feature. With Handoff, renting is made safe, simple, and easy.
Have you ever sat at home, not doing anything, wishing that you could be hanging out with your friends? Maybe you wanted to play tennis or go to a park, but you didn't know if any of your friends were available. Or maybe you wanted to meet somebody with similar interests, but you don't have time to join any clubs? Well, you're not alone. According to our research, 63% of college students experience this problem on a regular basis. This is why we wanted to make an app that will make it much easier for you to spend time with your old and new friends. Meet Hangout, a mobile app designed to help you create connections with people nearby. The app makes it easy to schedule get-togethers without the hassles of texting back and forth. In Hangout, you will see your friends and other people nearby who also want to socialize, their favorite activities and times they might be available. From there, you can connect with them and schedule events, all within the app.
Hi Tigers, my name is Ibek and I'm the founder of Hangout. With our generation being reported as the loneliest generation ever, we spend so much time on social media, yet we have trouble meeting people in real life. This app is designed to encourage more real-life interactions, which can help solve this problem. We've received a lot of positive responses from college students so far, showing that there's a need for this app. And with a beta launching this summer, we'll be able to test it here in the RIT community when people are back on campus. Our goal at Hangout is to help people spend time doing fun activities while making new friends and memories.
Tigers, did you know that 48% of residential energy in the US is used for heating and cooling? That is close to 50 quadrillion British thermal units of energy. Take a look at the walls around you and think about what's inside. With climate change, we need better insulation material that can reduce energy use while minimizing the environmental impact of manufacturing. Introducing InsulNest, a sustainable insulation material inspired by the Arctic yellow jackets that build nests with amazing insulation properties. Our product uses natural hemp fiber to create carefully engineered air pockets that reduce conductive and convective losses within the material. Its tessellated design is material efficient and extremely cheap to manufacture through paper 3D printing. Compared to traditional insulation, InsulNest is recyclable, non-toxic, stronger, corrosion resistant, and has the added benefit of carbon dioxide absorption. targeting the $6,000 billion global residential construction market, Insulnest is a better option for your home and the planet. Our calculation indicates that it is the second best insulation material in the world, and if we all switch, could reduce our annual CO2 emission by almost 300 billion tons. So please join me on this movement to revolutionize insulation. Thank you.
We all know the joy of drinking a cold drink out of a glass bottle. Some of our favorite drinks come in a glass. What we drink defines who we are, who we want to be, and what group we identify with. But what happens after you're done with those 16 ounces? Even if you try to do the right thing, the bottle likely isn't recycled. It is brought to a recycling facility and sorted from all the other materials like cardboard, paper, plastic, and metal, but the glass does not get a new life like the other materials. Instead, it is thrown out due to contamination mixed into it. We're here to change that. Instead of throwing out valuable material, Claw Industries has devised a proprietary method to turn contaminated glass into a partial replacement for cement called Pantheon. Cement is the glue that holds concrete together and is by far the most expensive material cost for concrete manufacturers, making up nearly 75% of the concrete manufacturer's material costs. With Pantheon, we're able to offer concrete manufacturers a lower cost, stronger, and greener alternative to that expensive cement. Pantheon has achieved promising results in the lab, but now we need to secure funding for DOT certification, for this is a brand new material. This will be Claw Industries' biggest challenge so far.
Hi, I'm Shreya Musuku from Pressure Point Technologies, and I came up with mat therapy as a senior in high school when I was reflecting on my grandmother's journey with illness and subsequent physical therapy. According to NIH data, 65% of physical therapy patients have the same problem as my grandmother. They simply don't follow their plans of care because they don't have motivation.
After customer research in the capital region, I found that biofeedback was the #1 proponent of care compliance. You're seeing the fully functional prototype, which is glowing brighter with increasing pressure, green when I'm balanced, and red when I'm putting too much pressure on it. And then here I'm adjusting for push-ups, and I'm continuing when it's green, knowing that I'm doing them properly. The best entry market user profile are the elderly since they have a higher need for exercise guidance. The customer would be physical therapy offices, athletic training departments, etc. that would distribute the product to the user. For market growth, physical therapy patients have had a 51% growth in 9 years, and physical therapists themselves have a 22% growth rate according to the BLS. My product is more portable and has more biofeedback than my competitors, which are only geared towards the fitness industry.
Currently, I am developing the product more, looking to file a patent for which I have found no problems in doing so, and to manufacture and distribute the product after that. For this, my biggest challenge is capital, and that's where I need you, Tigers. Thank you.
Approximately 93% of the people treated in ERs have no medical data available, and there is no system to access those records in an emergency. 60% of those people are chronically ill, where having access to emergency health records could affect how they need to be treated. If this information can't be reached in a hospital, then it's impossible to imagine it being accessible to EMTs in the field. Or is it? It's 2020, medical records are online, making them instantly available to anyone, anywhere, with the right information. Simply create a process that is fast, secure, and effective. Current solutions range from body tattoos to medical jewelry, apps and phones, and wallet cards, but these designs all fail in 3 major ways: time, security, efficiency. They take too long to locate, your information can be found by anyone, and the information provided is limited. MedTags is a new, innovative solution that simply requires a new combination of existing technologies. Imagine this: placing RFID tags, something no bigger than a piece of rice, into your glasses, a piece of jewelry, a cell phone case, a key fob, anything. In an emergency, all an EMT would need to do is stand next to you, wave the scanner over you. In 3 seconds, they would be at a secure login page, and in 5 seconds, they would have your medical emergency records. Fast, effective, secure. Changing 5 seconds can save lives.
Hey everyone, have you ever traveled alone? Have you had any moments that you feel it would be better if someone were traveling with you? Our research found that people who have experienced solo travel tend to want companions under some circumstances. For example, they may feel embarrassed about eating alone in a nice restaurant, would like someone to take photos for them, or would like to have some like-minded partners to go on adventures with. However, it's very hard for them to find travel companions online because it's difficult to reach out to and plan a long trip with a stranger. Also, there are issues of trust and security. So we plan to provide a platform called Mingo to help people seek temporary companions on the go. Unlike other existing platforms that require long time in recruiting and negotiating processes, Mingo is a geo-based and real-time platform. It provides an intuitive way for travelers to explore with like-minded partners heading to the same spot. It also allows every traveler to post an instant meetup. This quick meet and buy process can really help to reduce travelers' social burden and security concerns. They can easily mingle with other solo travelers in a couple of hours while still sticking to their own travel plans. So, a light and instant social tour experience. This is what we want to provide for every solo traveler who wants a companion. Thank you.
Welcome to Project Baymax, a project seeking to design for the relief and preparation of the next disaster. Disasters, whether it be pandemics or natural disasters, affect everyone and everything no matter where you are. In fact, an average of 60,000 people per year die due to natural disasters, and not to mention the astonishing death tolls that the coronavirus outbreak has already took. The underlying correlation through any disaster is that though we cannot prevent a disaster from happening, it is how victims and first responders act during, before, and after a disaster strikes. How can we provide more immediate, quick, and accessible supplies of relief to make them feel more prepared and ready? Our solution is to create an ecosystem of hardware and digital solutions to help victims and first responders during disasters, with the use of drone technology, land rovers, and an app to request and deliver relief supplies.
We've started to design modular drones that could be outfitted for any disaster scenario. Our working title is Project Baymax, stemming from the soft and approachable form from the robot in Big Hero 6. We started outlining and planning the bill of materials and functionalities to give us a better sense of cost. For timing purposes, here's a high-level overview of our progress. We've designed software diagrams, hardware diagrams, along with a heads-up display for the drone. Using AR technology, we've been able to quickly iterate and accelerate development. Upon funding, we want to continue developing technologies for disaster relief and improve the user experience through additional drones and rovers, along with an app that could be used to request food, medicine, or first aid equipment by the user. Thank you.
Greetings, we are Profit.ai. I'm Junior Dos Santos.
I'm Caleb Doherty.
I'm Deshaun Mishra.
And I'm Jose Reyes.
Profit.ai is an automated Forex trading platform that allows people with limited resources to get a start in the world of investing, and for experienced investors to diversify their portfolios. Unlike our competitors, our platform is easy to use, and we specialize in automated algorithmic trading in the foreign exchange market.
Our target demographics are college students and recent graduates with little experience investing, as well as experienced investors looking for a new investment avenue. With our automated process, we provide an easy entry for the novice and a hands-free experience for the veteran investors.
Our total available market is $350 billion. Our plan is to reach 0.2% in 5 years, bringing our total assets under management up to $770 million. Our system has shown to provide a 30% growth annually based on last year's market data. So by charging 20% of profits, we would generate $46.2 million in revenue by our 5th year.
We have a diverse team rich in culture and academic background, including multiple engineers and a computer science majors. In addition, we possess vast experience in investing, managing software development projects, and have a foundation we can build upon. We are Profit.ai. Start investing today. Thank you.
SAF, better air for a better tomorrow. Who are we? We are a group of engineers, thinkers, and creators creating a startup focused on delivering innovative air purification methods to medical professionals and end consumers. The problem? The world is facing a global health crisis. COVID-19 is easily transmittable, and no one is immune, and there's no vaccine. COVID-19 can be aerosolized when people sneeze, cough, use a bathroom, breathe, and talk, and these particles can linger in the air for up to 3 hours. Current respirators are 95% effective against particles as small as 0.3 micron, but the coronavirus is 0.125 microns. Our solution? We are developing a tabletop antiviral 5-stage air filtration device consisting of an air intake on top, and along with a pre-filter, a charcoal filter, a HEPA pre-filter, a true HEPA filter, and a semi-permeable membrane, along with a centrifugal fan. Most air filters on the market use a HEPA filter and can only stop bacteria, but our SAF T1 can stop most viruses, including the novel coronavirus.
We're on thin ice, literally, because the ice fishing industry is really heating up. There are 1.3 million ice anglers each year in Minnesota and Wisconsin alone. These sportsmen are some of the most rugged on the planet, and still 8,000 of them die each year from falling through the ice. What if ice fishermen could save themselves and their gear from being swallowed by lakes by sending a collaborative robot ahead of them? Introducing SafeWeight. SafeWeight subjects ice to a compressive load that simulates a human footstep. By using an electronic actuator with current sensing technology, SafeWeight can detect cracks in the ice and inform users of dangerous ice locations. For ice fishermen who need to venture out on the ice safely to enjoy their favorite sport, SafeWeight provides the ability to send a robot ahead to ensure their safety. Unlike ice walking sticks and ice augers, SafeWeight can measure the load-bearing capability of ice from a distance of 50 feet, keeping ice-loving humans well out of harm's way. These sportsmen are no strangers to using gadgets to conquer nature, and to get these gadgets, anglers put down some serious cash. $310 million was spent on ice fishing gear last year alone. The average ice angler spends $10,000 on their gear. In our customer discovery interviews, 90% of respondents felt that they frequently walked on unsafe ice, and 83% of them would buy a gadget aimed at increasing their safety. We hope you reel in a big one.
There's a powerful series of images on Instagram done by a photographer in New York. The series of photos was focused solely on the masks and gloves that had been littered around the city from this current pandemic. In the efforts that we've taken to fight COVID-19, we have created a lot of medical waste. Additionally, doctors and nurses have been forced to reuse the same masks and personal protective equipment throughout the entire day. Ideally, a new mask and pair of gloves would be used with each patient. With these two problems that COVID-19 has created, I'd like to pitch you the idea of Sani. Sani is a container that disinfects items such as gloves and masks so that they can be used again in the future. The process is simple. All you need to do is place the mask and glove in the chamber, use vaporized hydrogen peroxide to clean the mask, and then you can use the mask again. While solutions such as shipping containers and renovating rooms for mask cleaning are in the process of being made, Sani's goal is to deliver the same treatment in a smaller form factor. With our product being the size of a microwave oven, our business model would follow a razor and razor blade structure where we would sell the container but make most of our profits on the cartridges that have the hydrogen peroxide vapor. While we see this product being a useful alternative for hospitals, we would also see our product being used in educational facilities, research facilities, and home use. Sani, cleaner equipment and a safer world. Thank you.
Excuse me, I didn't get any sleep last night. I don't want to die at home while I'm sleeping. Do you care about deaf people's lives? Wait, Do you know what I'm talking about? I'll show you.
The weather alerts happened and we had no idea. We didn't know until we woke up this morning. We had all kinds of notifications. We didn't understand what was going on. People asked, are you alive? Contact me, get a hold of me. They were worried about us. We didn't understand what was happening until we saw the news. It was really horrible. And we were shocked. We slept through it all. The tornado was so close. It was only half a mile away.
You know that's so fucked up, right? Excuse me, I'm not crazy. I just want deaf people to have 3 things. They need to stay awake, which you can see here. Smart Pillow Helper will help to save the lives of deaf people. They'll be able to pick different lights and different vibrations and different strengths of the vibrations as well to help them easily recognize the colors and feelings to know what's happening around them. If they have a hard time remembering the colors and feelings, that's okay. They can check their phone to see a picture to know specifically what it is that's happening. That picture will help them recognize and be able to save themselves in any situation. The first concept is a pillow designed to connect to a phone or tablet with an app, and it will have an alarm to help wake them up. We then have another concept that will be connected breaking into the house, etc. This will positively impact the deaf and hard of hearing communities.
Hello everyone, I'm Jordan Tosuzov and this is my entry for the Tiger Tank competition at RIT. A lot of steam-based power plants worldwide are going out of service. Alone Germany is going to shut down all the nuclear and the coal-burning power plants in the next few years. Those facilities being power plants are fully connected to the grid and have a nearby water source supply. In the big cooling towers of the power plants there is a constant airflow due to the stack effect. Specially designed wind turbines inside the domes can produce electricity again in those facilities. The stack effect, called also natural draft, is a combination of a wind and buoyancy ventilation. The buoyancy ventilation can be amplified using the nearby water sources to create moisture and temperature difference. The pros against the standard wind turbines are that the airflow is there even if there is literally no wind. There is a possibility to install a bigger generator than on a standard wind turbine. It utilizes already burdened facilities, so do not change additionally the landscape, and it poses no danger to birds and pets. Next step of my project is to create a model of the dome, the turbine and the generator to assess the efficiency under different environmental and weather conditions. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Nicholas Kaplan, and for my Tiger Tank submission I would like to present to you Vibes. This is a working prototype of software that performs real-time data mining and analytics of news, social media, political, finance, and other forms of data. It does this through utilizing many cutting-edge technologies and has the ability to do single and multiple searches, as well as compare and contrast them and view them over time. So what is sentiment? Sentiment is a quantitative way to measure how people feel about a certain topic. Our software analyzes a wide array of emotions to better analyze how people feel based on data. It can then view this data over time to show historical trends and changes, as well as over geographic location to show trends there as well. Our software has many different universal inputs, which makes us applicable for many people in many industries and fields. It also has many integrations with popular platforms in the realms of social media, news, e-commerce, and finance. Some potential applications of this include in the field of politics, where it can be used to analyze the campaign presence of local politicians, state politicians, as well as others, and view geopolitical and domestic events. It can also be used in finance to make data-informed investing decisions, often before the markets are open, as well as in marketing, where it can be used by companies to perform content analysis, customer research, and brand management.
Due to the pandemic, many couples have had to postpone or change their wedding plans. This can be a very confusing and frustrating time as they cannot shop or plan in person. That's where What Design comes in. Hi, my name is Grace Custer. I'm an MBA student and CEO of What Design. What Design is a wedding design app that lets newly engaged couples completely design their venues using real decor brands with the ability to purchase items all at once. What Design gives brides the convenience to plan anywhere at any time. Unlike our competitors, The Knot and Wedding Wire, which sends their brides outside of their apps to connect with vendors or give broad wedding styles, What Design gives couples the ability to actually design each aspect of the wedding and make purchases all in one space. What Design users can choose from a variety of venue templates or can purchase a template of real venues in their area. They can then design their venue using real wedding decor from top brands. Users can buy the decor from their designs right in the app by shopping by new arrivals, brand, or decor type. Within their user profile, they can see all the designs they have made, the inventory of their purchases or rentals, and connect to What Design in their inbox. What Design's target market is women between the ages of 25 to 35 who are engaged in planning a traditional wedding. To conclude, What Design is a design and shop app to make a couple's wedding unique and convenient so they can spend their time celebrating, not struggling.
One of the largest problems as a voter is how time-consuming it is to research and cast educated votes for local elections. As new voters begin to register, they find it cumbersome to research all the different candidates in their local area for all the different elections throughout the year. There's simply too much to keep up with. The federal election's usually well broadcasted enough with the debates to find out who to vote for, but oftentimes local elections are left in the dust. The problem is when researching candidates for a local election, there's a lot of scattered information online, and with each candidate having their own website, it becomes extremely time-consuming to go through everyone's viewpoints to see who you'd prefer to vote for. This problem can be solved with ZipVote. ZipVote's a new technology that empowers local elections and promotes informed voting. Come election time, we ask you for your zip code, and then our platform traverses the web for public records and candidate information to show who's running in your area. Better yet, we show each of the candidates' viewpoints side by side in a comparison, showing whether or not they're for or against issues that you're interested in. We remain unbiased doing this by using only the candidates' direct quotes with sources to give users a safe and secure way to make educated decisions in their local elections. Local elections have such a powerful impact on our communities, and with ZipVote, we can bring the power back to our voters to ensure everyone is making educated, informed, and impactful decisions come election time. Thank you.
Wow. Can you guys hear me? Excellent. Okay. That concludes the presentations. That was fantastic. Congratulations to all 30 finalists. These were excellent. I just wanted to let everyone know that for fairness sakes, we did cut off videos after 90 seconds, and I believe everyone knew that. So what I wanted to do now is I wanted to thank all the individuals that participated and judged and helped with this. To all the students, thank you so much. This was a new approach, and the videos that you made were some of the most exceptional that we've seen. It was very difficult for the judges to actually determine who was going to be placed in the top, five. To the judges, 51 alums and friends of RIT, and there's a listing here, came and were semifinal judges, were finalist judges, some did both. And I can't tell you how much we appreciate all of your time and energy working with RIT students. I can't talk with you because we're in Zoom mode right now, but I'd like to make a cordial invitation if you haven't come to the Simone Center to come visit us, to come see some of our student teams, to participate. I look forward to that, and the staff will buy you all coffee. It's that normal RIT coffee. It's not particularly good, but it'll get the job done. So the other thing I'd like to do is I'd like to thank the Simone Center staff who took the Tiger Tank, which has always been in person, and digitalized it and made this forum. It took a huge amount of energy to do that, and I'm just going to go over a couple names of Rupa Thind, who led this effort, Brandy Madera, Evan Verche, Jen McKean, who just did a wonderful job with this, our students, Zoe Higgins and Shinyu Leo, just really worked a huge number of hours on this, and I think it went absolutely wonderful. Last but not least, and I want to say not least, I want to thank Jenna and Stephanie, our interpreters, who did a fantastic job. They have interpreted us before, and I will actually go like this, which is clapping. They did a fantastic job, and I hope everyone that needed them pinned them up, and we appreciate your efforts. I want to give you one pitch too, both to the students and to our volunteers. The Simone Center is here to help students take their ideas and make them real. That includes customer discovery, that includes business model development, it also includes prototyping. RIT has a lot of resources, and the very volunteers that came in here, some of them are actually in our coach mentor network, and they work with you. So being at RIT allows you to broaden yourself to not just make something, not just look at the markets, not just design something, but to do all those three things together. And I strongly encourage you, all the people, all the people that applied and presented tonight are going to get an email from us and saying, how can we help you? Some of you are already helping. The other ones, we'd like to see if there's opportunities where you'd like to work with us. If there are, we'd love to see you. Having said that, actually, I do have one last thing to mention. This event is a Simone Center event, but it's also sponsored by the Saunders College of Business, where I'm a faculty member. They gave prizes. They gave the money for these, and they also give partial scholarships. One of the things that they're doing is they're taking a lot of effort for people interested in entrepreneurship and business to apply to their graduate programs next year. So they have waived the GRE and GMAT scores, and they've also given some scholarships. Scholarships are associated with this contest, but there are also scholarships because next year is going to be a special year because of all the challenges we've had. If you're interested in MBAs, if you're interested in master's degrees in business, we will refer you over to the Saunders College of Business, and they can explain some of the opportunities for you there. So having given you my spiel, I'm now going to move to the moment we've all been waiting for, which is the announcement of the top vote getters and the winners. And if we can have a drum roll here and move the slide, our fifth place winner, winning $250, is SAAF. And want to congratulate all of you for that. You did a fantastic job. The fourth place winner, winning $500, is MedTags. And again, they did a wonderful job also. Congratulations. The third place winner, winning $750 and a partial scholarship to a graduate program in the Saunders College of Business, is Mat Therapy by Pressure Point Technologies. Congratulations, well done. The second place winner, winning $1,250 and a partial scholarship to a graduate program in the Saunders College of Business, is Smart Pillow Helper. Well done. And the top vote getter and the first place winner, winning $2,000 and a partial scholarship to a graduate program in the Saunders College of Business, is K-Law Industries. Congratulations, this is wonderful. Well, this concludes the 2020 Spring Tiger Tank Final Contest. We appreciate everyone coming in. We know that this is a different environment with doing things online, and hopefully that will change soon, but we want to encourage you to take your dreams and to make those dreams, and the Simone Center and all of RIT's resources are here for you to work with. It might be a little bit different because you might be Zooming a lot, but I do encourage you to do that. We're excited about the new environment, and even though we hope to go back to in-person, we expect that this experience doing everything online is actually going to add to our portfolio and allow us to do both simultaneously. So thank you so much, and I hope everyone has an absolutely wonderful evening. Good night.
Hi, Anthony.
Hello, who's there?
It's Asa. I'm saying hello.
Hey, how are you, man?
I'm good. Do you like my video?
All right. Yeah, throw on video, man. Sure.
No, I said, did you like my video?
Oh, I did. Yes. Like you've got a distinctive voice, my friend. It was great.
All right. Thanks. I gotta go eat dinner.
Oh, you're gonna go eat dinner? Good seeing you. So take care, buddy. Rodney, you still there?
Hello.
Hi, Steph. I don't know what happened, but it looks like Jenna is the host. So I'm not sure how that happened.
And that's why we're still here, because we didn't want to like hang up on everyone.
Yep, appreciate that.
I think it maybe is because Jenna was the first one of the hosts to arrive.
Oh, okay. I learned something new. Yeah, possibly.
It's new to us too.
Yeah.
There she is. Hello, Jenna.
Hello, Anthony.
So we weren't sure if we just left the meeting versus stopping the meeting, if that would leave it open for you guys or not. We don't know.
Well, it seems to have worked. I mean, oftentimes when you click out, if you're the person that's in charge of it, I do this a lot, it'll give you two buttons. One will say leave and one will say leave and cancel the meeting. As anyone in the Simone Center knows, I make that mistake quite a bit.
Well, part of the fun. It's always a fun morning. We never know what we're going to get. Our staff meetings are like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
You open them. But I sent everybody an email in the Simone Center. I thought this being, I guess the demo night was more of a trial run than this, but this looked, and I only popped my head in the demo night, but this worked perfectly. And I was so impressed with the interpreters that, no, it worked perfectly. I even played so I could pin you guys. In case I was deaf, I clicked just to see as you were doing it, and it worked perfectly. I mean, this is very deaf friendly. This is cool. Hey, Evan, are you there?
Of course.
Brandy,
always there.
Brandy, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
He's always there.
Is Rupa there? Oh.
I believe she left, actually.
I just sent you guys an email, not through here, saying you did a fantastic job. I also copied Zoe, but I can't. I can pronounce Shinlu Liu's name, but I can't spell it, so I couldn't include her. I'm sorry. I struggle. I tried 2 or 3 different spellings and I couldn't find it. So if somebody would be kind enough to forward that and say, Richard tried to send this to you, but he couldn't, I'd appreciate that.
You got it, dude.
Okay, thank you.
So we're going to try just leaving the meeting, and hopefully you guys will keep on going.
Even if it ends, I think we're good, but thank you guys.
Evan, are you at least one of the co-hosts?
I don't know if I ended up being one. Let me see.
When people get off, I think I should still keep them, right?
All right, we're going to find out.
What?
Here you go.
I'm hoping that...
Bye, Jenna.
Bye, Jenna.
Guys, thank you.
Bye, Stephanie.
Thank you.
Bye, thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
So, I have the option to end the meeting. I don't have an option of just leaving.
Ooh. Have you ever had this much power?
This is great.
At 10 after 7? I don't often get that choice. Who is in control of the recording? Who has the button to stop recording?
It's Rupa's account, but Stephanie is the host.
Yeah.
So
should I stop the recording?
I think we're good at this point, right?
Host if you want.
Oh, I can do that, can't I?
That way I'll stay on if Tanner and Reed or Montana or Brad or Rodney want to chat.
Okay, did I do it?
Well, we're going to find out.
And I think
Anthony is the co-host.
There you go.
Are you there?
Do you want me to stop the recording or?
Sure, you can stop the recording at this point. You bet.
Yeah. I wish. I wish it had been stopped about 5 minutes ago.
A long time ago.
Yeah, I wish it would stopped a long time.